Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. Dear audience, I hope you all are fine. Today I will talk about educational psychology. What is educational psychology? Is that branch of psychology in which the findings of psychology are applied in the field of education. It is the scientific study of human behavior in educational setting. According to Charles E. Skinner, educational psychology deals with the behavior of human beings in educational situations. The simple thing is that educational psychology is the study of human behavior in which setting? In the school setting or in university setting, in any educational study. When we are teaching the children, we have faced a lot of problems. Educational psychology help us how to deal with the behavior of pupils, how to deal with the problems of children, and the strategies which are the best for the students. Human behavior is very unpredictable. Human nature is very complicated. And in the classroom, children behave differently. In different settings, child behavior is different. So, child behavior, we study the child behavior in educational setting is called the educational psychology. And then we talk about another definition of educational psychology by different psychologists or educationists or behaviorists. So it is the branch of psychology which deals with the teaching and learning. When we are talk about teaching and learning, the name came first, B.F. Skinner. Skinner said that it is the branch of psychology which deals with the teaching and learning. It describes and explains the learning experiences of an individual from birth to old age. Crow and Crow describe it as the behavior experiences of individual from birth to old age. It helps the teacher to understand the development of his pupils, the range and the limits of their capacities, the process by which they learn, and their social relationships by P. We are given this definition of educational psychology, that it is the study of development of students, the range, how much the student has the capacity. If the child of 5 years are not unable to learn the table of 4, it means there is a problem. He has not the capacity. And social relationships are also learned in the educational psychology. Educational psychology is the scientific discipline that is concerned with the understanding, improving how students acquire a variety of capabilities through instructions in classroom setting. Whenever we talk about educational psychology, we just talk about the behaviors or instructions that are given in the classroom settings. It is the study of, it is concerned with understanding and improving how students acquire a variety of capabilities, and it also encountered in the classroom settings. Now let's talk about the next is the scope of educational psychology. Teacher, learner or pupil, learning experiences, learning process, learning situation and environment. This is the scope of educational psychology. Educational psychology move around the teacher, the pupil, the learning experiences, learning processing, learning situation and environment. Because whenever there is a classroom setting, there would be a teacher, and there are a lot of problems, a lot of difficulties for the students in the classroom. So this is the and they need a educational psychologist for the teacher as well, for the pupil as well, and to discuss the learning experiences of the student. So now we will talk about areas of educational psychology, in which areas educational psychologists work out. Cognitive processes, cognitive views, and other are on the other areas. Cognitive development, language development. This is all in the. These are the areas of educational psychology. The nature of educational psychology. Its nature is scientific. Educational psychology is scientific. Psychology has gained the subject of science. We are called students of psychology, the student of science. It has been accepted that it is a science of education. We can summarize the nature of educational psychology in the following ways. Educational psychology is a science. Educational psychology is a natural science. Educational psychology is a social science. Educational psychology is a positive science. Educational psychology is an applied science. Educational psychology is a developing or growing science. We named educational psychology as a science. It can be natural science. When it deals with the social relationship, it is called social science. It is a positive science, and it is applied science. This field is very vast. When we are talking about the human nature or human behavior. So we have different aspects of life, different problems, different strategies to deal with the students in classroom settings. And in the classroom we have different students with their different backgrounds, with their different problems. So we have to deal with each and every aspect of the student, and we have to very careful about the student's behavior. Education, that's the reason educational psychology is a positive sign. If child cannot learn the table of 5 or 6, there should be a reason. We have to find out it. What's the reason? Maybe child is not capable of learning, or he has poor aptitude towards maths. He has more interest in science or other subject. We have to cater the learner interest. So it's a positive science, it's a social science, it's a natural science, it's a developing or growing science. Now let's talk about nature of educational psychology. Educational psychology is a science. Science is a branch of study concerned with observation of facts and establishment of verifiable general laws. Science employs certain objective methods. Educational psychology is a natural science, and educational psychology conducts investigations, gathers data, and reaches an conclusion is exactly the same manner as physicist or the biologist. Educational psychologist or educational psychology is a natural science because likewise the other sciences, physics or biologist gather data. In this also the educationist bring the data of child behavior. W.A. Calle, 1941, The Nature of Educational Psychology, to give a knowledge of the nature of the child, to give understanding of nature and purpose of education, to give understanding of the scientific method and procedure which have been used in arriving at the facts and principles of educational psychology, to present the principle and techniques of and teachings, to give training in methods of measuring abilities and achievement in school subjects, to give a knowledge of the growth and development of children, to assist in the better of adjustment of children and help them to prevent maladjustment, to study the educational significance and control of emotions, to give an understanding of the principles and the techniques of correct training. So it's the nature of educational psychology. Educational psychology help in all these aspects in for the child development, for the child growth, for the child betterment. Also give methods of measuring abilities, how we measure the abilities in and achievement in school subjects. We have different types of tests to measure the child aptitude or the child behavior. Let's talk about the nature. Educational psychology is a positive science. How normative sciences like logic or ethics deal with the facts as they ought to be. The positive science deals with facts as they are operate. Educational psychology studies the child behavior as it is not ought to be. So it is a positive science because it deals with the facts and figures. Like if child is not performing good in the test, there would be a reason, there would be a problem of the child. So it find out the facts and figures, collect data of the child behavior or child maladaptive behavior in the settings. So it deals with the, it is a positive science. We call it a positive science because it deals with the problems that the child is facing or the maladaptive behavior of the child. So, like other sciences talk about ethics, or other deals with facts and figure. It also deals with the facts and figures. So, if you like the video, please subscribe and share. It's all about. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz and Assalamu alaikum.